Jane, I want you to picture this. A coach who has won over 100 games at a blue blood program, a man who took them to the college football playoff just last season, is suddenly fired mid-season. Where does a titan like that fall? And more importantly, where does he land?
He lands in Blacksburg, Virginia, Joe. That's where. In one of the most stunning moves of the college football season, James Franklin, just 36 days after being fired by Penn State, is reportedly finalizing a deal to become the next head coach of the Virginia Tech Hokies. This is a seismic shift in the coaching landscape.
Seismic is one word for it. Shocking is another. Let's lay out the facts because the timeline here is wild. Penn State starts the season ranked number 2 in the preseason AP poll. They start 3-0, but then lose 3 straight, including to a winless UCLA and Northwestern as massive favorites. On October 12th, the university fires him. A man with 104 wins for their program, gone.
And on the other side of this equation, you have Virginia Tech. They fired their own coach, Brent Pry, after an 0-3 start to the season in September. And in a poetic, almost Shakespearean twist, Brent Pry was Franklin's longtime defensive coordinator at Penn State. The protégé is out, and the mentor is in.
It's a fascinating narrative, but let's be honest about the human story here. This has to be a gut punch for James Franklin. This is a guy who, by any normal metric, was incredibly successful at Penn State. 7 seasons with at least 9 wins, a Big Ten championship in 2016, and that playoff appearance. But he could never get over the hump.
That's the crux of it, isn't it? The expectations in Happy Valley are not just to be good, they are to be elite, to win national championships. And Franklin's teams, for all their success, consistently fell short against the true powerhouses like Ohio State and Michigan. But Joe, you can't tell the story of James Franklin without going back to Vanderbilt.
Ah yes, Vanderbilt, the place where coaching careers usually go to die. Except his didn't.
It thrived. He took over a program that was a perennial doormat in the SEC and led them to 3 straight bowl games. He had back-to-back 9-win seasons in 2012 and 2013 and finished ranked in the top 25 at Vanderbilt. He didn't just win, he built a culture, an identity. He made them believe. That's the man Virginia Tech is hiring. Not the guy who couldn't beat Ohio State, but the guy who made Vanderbilt a winner.
I hear you, and that's the optimistic take. That's the grand vision Virginia Tech is selling to its boosters right now. But here's my deep analysis, my what if. What if the problem wasn't just the pressure of Penn State? What if Franklin's ceiling is a 10-win season and a New Year's Six bowl? That's a phenomenal achievement for 95% of programs, but it's not the pinnacle.
But Joe, for a Virginia Tech program that has been floundering, a 10-win season would be a monumental achievement right now. They haven't had one since 2016. The legendary Frank Beamer is long gone, and the hires since have not worked out. They need a proven program builder. They need a master recruiter who can lock down the fertile DMV area, a region Franklin knows intimately.
And that's a legitimate threat to Penn State, ironically. Franklin's success there was built on recruiting the DC, Maryland, and Virginia area. Now he'll be working to keep those same kids home, building a wall around the region for Virginia Tech. It's a strategic chess move, but it's also a high-priced gamble. We don't have the final contract numbers, but Franklin was making $8.5 million a year at Penn State and had a buyout that could have been nearly $50 million. Virginia Tech is paying for the name and the resume, hoping the results follow.
I think it's more than hope. I think it's a calculated bet on a man with a chip on his shoulder. Think about it. Franklin is a relentless motivator. He's now been humbled, fired from a job where he poured his heart and soul for over a decade. He has something to prove all over again. A motivated James Franklin in a conference that doesn't have the same top-to-bottom killers as the Big Ten? That could be a recipe for a massive, quick turnaround in Blacksburg.
Or it could be a recipe for 9-win seasons that feel great for a few years until Hokie fans start asking the same question Penn State fans did. Can he win the big one? This story is a perfect reflection of the brutal reality of modern college football. A 104-45 record gets you fired. The pressure is immense, the money is astronomical, and second chances are rare. Franklin just got his.
And I, for one, can't wait to see what he does with it. This isn't just a coaching change. It's a story about legacy, redemption, and the search for greatness. Can a coach who built one program to near elite status and another from the ashes do it all over again? Virginia Tech is betting its future that he can. The pressure cooker is off, Joe. It's time to see what James Franklin, the builder, can cook up in his new kitchen.
A fascinating second act is about to begin. We'll be watching. This podcast combines verified reports with expert analysis and narrative storytelling. Some dialogues may be dramatized for clarity, but all facts are sourced from credible media.